Oh boy, what a night two of SummerSlam. What a night two of SummerSlam. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, how you folks doing? I am Philo, and man, SummerSlam Night 2 blew Night 1 out of the water, but both nights of SummerSlam literally blew WrestleMania out of the freaking air. Blew WrestleMania out of the freaking air. Night 1 was great, but Night 2 was better, and I picked the right tickets. If I wasn't going to all of SummerSlam, I had to go for the greatest of all time, John Cena, the never seen 17, and he was gracing MetLife Stadium for his final presence. I just had to be there, and I just had to be there. Today, let's go over my review for SummerSlam Night 2 from the beginning of the show right to the end. And I was there, so I might add a little flair. But starting off Night 2, we had the Women's World Championship triple threat match as Naomi, our Women's World Champion, defending her championship against Io Sky and Rhea Ripley. And guys, if you guys remember, Rhea Ripley and Io Sky blew the freaking house off of Atlanta, Georgia in Evolution, the main event of Evolution. It was just incredible. And this match was pretty good, was a pretty good opener, and the girls showed up and showed out. We had some power bombs here, moonsaults. We had some riptides off the top of the rope, and Naomi just having her dad also bring her out to the ring as well. Naomi looked like 1,000 times like brighter and bigger and better and everything in between. Naomi literally saw Rhea Ripley's riptide to Io Sky, and guys, don't forget, we still had the story of Rhea Ripley she never pinned Io Sky. Io Sky always had the best of Rhea Ripley. And the second that Rhea Ripley was gonna beat Io Sky, was gonna pin Io Sky, Naomi rolls up Rhea Ripley and goes out, leaves MetLife Stadium still your Women's World Champion, keeping the story alive between Rhea Ripley and Io Sky. Just an incredible opener to the match. Just not my favorite type of triple threat match, but that was just a really good triple threat match. Not like the match with Io Sky and Rhea Ripley, but at Evolution. But for what we got, it was just a really good match. Next, ladies and gentlemen, the next match, we had the 12-man, 6 teams, TLC match, tables, ladders, and chairs match for the championships, for the tag team championships. And oh boy, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, this is my favorite match of the freaking year. There bodies everywhere. We got Fraxium, DIY, the Street Profits, the Champions, the Wyatt Six, Motor City Machine Guns, and Andrade and Rey Fenix. And I don't even care that I got this match wrong. My prediction was Andrade and Rey Fenix, but literally, who cares who won? Who cares? Because whoever wins this match, just continue with what you're doing on SmackDown. everything is going well on SmackDown for this tag team division. And I really hope Raw can learn a few things off of the tag teams on SmackDown. But this match was literally insane and all over the place. And one point, can someone check on Candice LeRae? Can someone please check on Candice LeRae? Dude, Tommaso Ciampa tipped over the ladder by mistake. It was an accident. It was an accident. Tommaso Ciampa tipped over the ladder by mistake, causing Candice LeRae to fall and go through a ladder. Not a table, a ladder. Speaking of tables, there was a lot of table spots. I forget who it was, but we had 4 corner table spots where Johnny Gargano flips I think it was one of the Prophets into a table, and then on another corner we had Joe Gacy or Dexter Lumis take out a Motor City Machine Gun. John Kelly, one of the Motor City Machine Guns. I get confused of who is who. Alex Shelley, maybe it was. And then on another corner, we had one of the Street, I think it was Montez Ford, who took out Axiom onto a table. And then the other table spot as well, where we had DIY on the ladder trying to get the tag team championships. But then we had 4 tables near the stage at ringside, and they got tipped over. They got fallen over and put through those tables. If I had to name a MVP of this match, it is most certainly, definitely DIY. DIY got put through those 4 tables by what's his name? Uncle Howdy. They got put through those tables by Uncle Howdy. Uncle Howdy tipped over the ladder and put DIY through those tables. But please, can someone check on Candice LeRae, man? Someone please check on Candice. But yeah, this match is literally my favorite match of the freaking year. Literally, they showed up and showed out, and they proved to WWE that TLC match should have been on WrestleMania rather than SmackDown. The next match, unfortunately, this match had to follow up the tag team freaking match of the year. We had Becky Lynch defend her Intercontinental Championship against Lyra Valkyria in a no DQ, no count out. There must be a winner, and this match was good but not great. It was good but not great. I had many expectations for this match because their match at Money in the Bank was great. Their match at Night of Champions was better. Their match at Evolution with Bayley was even better. And all of those matches are in my top 10 of wrestling matches this year. But this match kind of fell short a little bit. The one spot I really liked was where Becky Lynch takes this chair, wraps Lyra in the chair, and then she has her stuck in the chair. She gets on the commentary table, stomps her head off, breaks her freaking neck, and oh boy, that looked horrible. But when Becky got the zip ties out, that's when the match was like, yeah, I was there in person, and the crowd literally cared about the wave more than this match. Because we were going all around the stadium doing the wave. and we didn't care about this match that much because we were getting ready for other matches of the card, because again, this match had to follow the match of the year with the tag team TLC match. And also we had the Dudley Boys and the Hardy Boys as well in attendance. But yeah, this match was pretty good, but like when the zip ties came out, the zip ties came off and then they went back on. But the best spot of this match was the chair match where Becky Lynch literally killed Lyra Valkyria, and Bailey came out, had a SummerSlam spot where she tries to help Lyra Valkyria win the Intercontinental Championship from Becky Lynch, but in the end, she costs Lyra Valkyria, punching her by mistake, and we have Becky Lynch walks out of MetLife Stadium, still our Intercontinental Champion. And Lyra Valkyria, that's it for her as long as Becky Lynch is the champion. Now, what's next for Becky Lynch, guys? What's next for Becky Lynch? I have no idea. But I am very excited to see what happens. Maybe we get a Bailey versus Lyra type of feud, and Becky Lynch can walk out into the sunset still our Intercontinental Champion. The next match, we had the steel cage match for the United States Championship. I'm going to put this championship down until I talk about the main event. But the next match we had for the United States Championship, it was the steel cage match. And guys, we were yelling in the stadium because steel cage matches, yes, you can win by escaping through the door. But that finish was disgusting. Guys, literally, what happened after the match was the coolest moment ever, and I am still to this day very shocked that Jacob Fatu lost this match and did not win the United States Championship. The way this match ended was freaking Solo Sikoa dodging Jacob Fatu and literally running for the door. That was disgusting. Who wins a steel cage match? Yes, I'm yelling. Who wins a freaking steel cage match by going through the door? You can pin your opponent or climb and try and escape through climbing the cage. Come on. Not escaping the door. But anyway, yeah, this match gets a thumbs down from me. I was excited for this match, but what we got was like, it was okay. It wasn't bad, but it just gets a thumbs down from me. What happened after the match where Jimmy Uso, the MFTs tried to come out. They helped Solo Sikoa retain, of course. And then we got Jimmy Uso come out. I will say, when they came out and they were fighting on the outside of the cage, using the cage as well, that was pretty cool. But in terms of the match itself, it gets a thumbs down from me. And then after the match, after Solo walked out with the U.S. Championship, Jacob Fatu called for Jimmy Uso to bring the MFTs inside the steel cage. And then we got Jacob Fatu go up to the top of the cage and hit a moonsault on all of the MFTs, just like we've been seeing. But in terms of what's next for both Solo and Jacob, I really, really hope they drift their parts, they drift their ways, have something. Jacob Fatu is literally ready for a World Heavyweight Championship picture. Have him go against Cody Rhodes now that Cody Rhodes is champion. Yes, that hurts my heart so much to say that Cody Rhodes is champion now. But have him go against Cody Rhodes for the championship. Solo Sikoa, have him face anyone on the SmackDown roster. I don't care who. But yeah, for what we got, it gets a thumbs down from me. Next, we had the Intercontinental Champion Dominic Mysterio defending his championship against AJ Styles, and this match was incredible. This match was literally incredible. Tribute to Eddie Guerrero. AJ Styles came out in his entrance with a lowrider and with another kid, calling back to Eddie Guerrero in 05, I believe, or 19, I forget the year, but coming out with a lowrider and another kid, because when Eddie Guerrero came out that year, editor, please help me out. When he came out that year, he came out with Dominic Mysterio, and he came out in a lowrider, taking on Rey Mysterio for the custody of Dominic match. And also in the ring, we had a chair shot where Dominic Mysterio pulls out the turnbuckle, gets the referee busy with the turnbuckle, and then we see AJ Styles, Dominic Mysterio throwing the chair to AJ Styles and then going on the floor. And then AJ Styles puts it around his neck and then falls to the ground, where the referee turns back and sees the chair on Dominic Mysterio. Not on Dom. He sees the chair on AJ Styles, and that was just a very amazing callback to Eddie Guerrero. Tribute to Eddie Guerrero. And in the end, where AJ Styles gets Dominic Mysterio stuck into the calf crusher. I forgot what it's called for a second. In the calf crusher, then we got the Dominic Mysterio boot was loose, and AJ Styles pulls Dom's boot out, and then Dom realizes it. He hits him with the boot, and that's how Dominic Mysterio walks out with the Intercontinental Championship. Just an incredible match, and I really enjoyed this match. I really thought AJ Styles was going to win, but for what we got in this match, it was just pretty cool, and the crowd was hot. I was screaming. Dominic Mysterio wins and retains his Intercontinental Championship. And for what he's doing in AAA, it looks like we're going to get double champ Dominic Mysterio in the Judgment Day. It's going to be incredible for Dom, and he's going to be the face of AAA. And that's the reason why I really thought that he was going to lose. But for what we got, it was just an incredible match. And the main event of the evening, we had the never-seen 17 undisputed WWE Champion John Cena, the greatest of all time, defending his championship against the American Nightmare, Cody Rhodes, in a street fight for the championship. And oh boy, guys, they exceeded my expectations for this match. I was in the middle for this match, and I really did not know at MetLife Stadium. I really had no idea who was going to win. Yes, John Cena turned face on SmackDown, and yes, I kind of had a feeling that Cody Rhodes was going to turn heel, but it was just incredible. From top to bottom, Super Cena versus Super Cody. Everyone kicking out of everything. Every single thing. We had a trifecta of Cody Cutters. We had another, AAs after AA, after AA, after triple AA, after an Avalanche AA. Cody Rhodes literally kicked out of everything. And then we had crossroads after crossroads after crossroads after crossroads. Cody Rhodes also kicked out of everything. And then they went through the crowd. I wish they came through us, but they went through the crowd. John Cena got put through a a steel barricade, and then they went in the back. They rose up through Cody Rhodes' entrance. That was a pretty cool spot. AA on the stage. Guys, the AA, I love Cena to death. He's my favorite of all time. He's my hero. He's my everything. But John Cena's AA is the most unprotected finisher of all time. These guys literally hit each other with everything. Everything they had, they hit each other with everything. And they kicked out of everything. Every single thing they kicked out of. And there was a moment in the match where Cody Rhodes took out the bottom turnbuckle with the ropes. And John Cena reversed it into a STF, choking out Cody Rhodes, and then Cody choked out John Cena in another submission maneuver. And in the end, where we thought John Cena was gonna hit an avalanche AA on a table, no, Cody Rhodes reversed it into a Cody cutter onto the table. John Cena got up like it was nothing, and then Cody Rhodes hits another crossroads on John Cena, and that's when I started bawling my eyes out. Cody Rhodes wins the undisputed WWE Championship, beats John Cena for it. He wins the undisputed championship, beats John Cena for it, and it was kind of a passing of a torch. John Cena, The Rock did it for John Cena at WrestleMania. John Cena did it for Cody Rhodes at SummerSlam. And John Cena versus Cody Rhodes was an instant 5-star classic. If we're going out of 10, I would have said 10-star classic. And this match was so much better than the WrestleMania match. Just an incredible match from beginning to end. And what happened at the end of the match, at the end of the show, where we're all thanking John Cena, we're thanking him for a never seen 17 championship run and another championship run in his retirement tour. But what do we see? What do we hear? Dun, 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 dun. Brock Lesnar is back in the WWE. Brock Lesnar is back in the WWE. And it looks like at Clash in Paris, we're going to get Brock versus Cena. Brock literally goes down to the ring, hits John Cena with the F5. And I'm literally shocked. I'm confused because I literally thought we would never see Brock Lesnar again. But here we are. We saw Brock Lesnar in a WWE ring. The last time we saw Brock was 2 years ago when he had the match with Roman Reigns for the championship. I'm just very confused because I thought he had allegations. And after we got rid of his name and everything about him, he's back. And what I'm understanding is John Cena wanted Brock Lesnar for his... Brock Lesnar was one of the names he wanted for his retirement tour. And I'm just very confused. I'm very shocked. And I mean, we're going to see him on SmackDown, so we'll see what happens. But guys, what did you guys think of SummerSlam Night 2? It blew out Night 1 out of the water. Anyway, guys, please like, comment, share, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in my next video. But until then, peace. Love you guys.